My name is AJ Hamblem, and I will be informing you about superstitions and taboos across the country and around the world, and how to possibly avoid them in the workplace. So many of us have probably heard Michael Scott's famous "That's what she said" joke, and while it may be funny on TV, it has no place in the business setting because it is inappropriate, and that's why it's considered a taboo. Taboos and superstitions, like most other things, differ greatly from region to region and across different cultures. What is okay in some places may not be considered okay in others, which is why it is important that you research a place's superstitions and taboos before you visit there. Lillian Cheney in Intercultural Business Communication defines superstition as beliefs that are inconsistent with the known laws of science or what a society considers to be true and rational. Taking extra precautions to avoid violating someone's superstitions in business can go a long way in eliminating potential embarrassing or upsetting situations among business partners or future clients. Such superstitions could range from avoiding scheduling important dates on Tuesday the 13th in South America to simply walking under a ladder in the US. There are also certain numbers that should be avoided if at all possible in certain countries because they have negative connotations. Taboos, on the other hand, are practices or verbal expressions considered by a society or certain culture as improper or unacceptable. In order to avoid taboos, you must first employ your common sense. I know this seems tough, but many incidents of taboos can be avoided by simply knowing when to talk and when to keep to yourself. Keeping to yourself is also important when in an unfamiliar environment, and especially if you don't know what is considered proper in a certain place. Secondly, it is important to research the area and the people in it to figure out what taboos are in that area and how to avoid and get around them. For example, in the US, it may be considered fine or even polite to ask a man how his wife is doing, but in Arab countries, it is considered taboo and even highly offensive to ask a man how his wife is doing. In Taiwan, messages should not be written in red ink because red has connotations of death. And in Malaysia, it is taboo to point with your index finger because it is considered belittling, so you should point with your thumb. On the handouts, there are more examples from Marcus Leonard and Travel Taboos Around the World of different taboos in different countries. In conclusion, it is very important to research taboos and superstitions in different areas so that you can avoid displaying improper and possibly offensive behavior in the workplace, this saving you from an embarrassing situation. Thank you.